I really believe that this is a person that realizes they made a mistake, that wants to be redeemed in society. And so we're just asking the court to show Mr. Zamaripa mercy.
2021 CR 10988, State of Texas versus Daniel Rios Zamaripa. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Michael will read out for the state.
For the defense,
Larry Bloom.
a plea on April 22nd. According to the plea bargaining agreement, the state proceeded on the lesser included offense of indecency with a contact. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 10 years with a $1,500 fine. The state is silent on your application. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Did I have a couple witnesses? I'd call Pete Rios to the stand.
Rios, please come forward. Would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record and spell it.
Pedro T. Rios, Pedro.
Excuse me. All right, here's the thing. The courtroom is too crowded. If you are here to hear this case, then you can view it on YouTube. If there's anyone in this courtroom who is, I know these are not all defendants. Are these all defendants?
I think both parties have several people supporting them. I think that's what it is.
YouTube.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
We have 3 people I think they're entitled to be here. If we can just have at least those 3 stand, those be the victim.
Defense, who do you want?
I'll just have my witnesses, the 4 witnesses that I have.
No, I mean, if the state is having people here, you can have your people here as well.
Okay. I'll just have them. If I can have them, just give me 4 people or maybe.
No. Your witnesses can say.
Okay.
All right. You can ask questions.
Okay. Can you state your relationship to Daniel Zamaripa?
He's my nephew, my oldest nephew, and he's also my employee.
And so how long has Daniel been working? Where does Daniel work?
We're known as a Peach Taco House downtown at 502 Brooklyn Avenue.
And how long has he been working there?
That's about 6 months or so.
And how often does he work?
Since we're short staffed, he's been working quite a few hours, and he's a tremendous asset to us.
And has he been working overtime because of the staffing issues?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He comes in and has worked, I believe, up to 14 days straight.
And
just speak up, sir. And you can look at me.
Yes, sir. And during the time that he's performing this work, how would you rate the work that he's performing?
10 out of 10. He's an awesome employee. He's always there on time, sometimes mostly early. Always offers to help, and we're willing to help anywhere we can.
And as far as your nephew, talk to me about your overall impressions of him as a young man.
As a young man, he was an outstanding young man, or he's still an outstanding young man. I love him to death. We birthday parties, gatherings, Thanksgiving, Christmas. He's always out there willing to play. Love the family. He's a family person.
And does he have a strong relationship with his church?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, he's on church. He's been going there since he was born. Tremendous asset to the church as well. He helps out a lot.
And is there anything that you'd like? I mean, the judge is going to decide what happens with Daniel today. And you're aware of the seriousness of the charges against him. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is.
And how do you think that this process has kind of impacted Daniel as far as like going through the court system and all the kind of consequences of his actions? I guess is the best way to put it.
Personally, he's done a tremendous job. Very mature, very manly about it. I mean, he has never whined or complained and said anything negative. He's very accepting of what's going to happen today, and I really appreciate that. I admire that about him. Tremendous young man.
And do you think that if he is given a chance to do deferred adjudication and remain out of prison, do you believe that that he will take advantage of that opportunity and perform everything that's required of him?
Absolutely. As also his employer, I mean, that will be on him. But he's a very responsible person. There's not one time I have to get after him, or if I ask him to do something, he does it correctly. I don't have to tell him a couple of times, and definitely keep an eye on him.
Is there anything that you personally would like to say to the judge before she makes her decision about Daniel or about the situation?
Sure, Judge. I I'd appreciate leniency and grace for this young man. He's an outstanding citizen in my eyes. Has not done me wrong. Has not done his family wrong. He's an awesome gentleman. Appreciate it. Consider what you hear from the witnesses.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
Call your next witness.
I will call Daniel Zamarita Sr. Can you state your name for the record?
Daniel Zamarita, Sr.
And how are you related to Daniel Zamarita?
I am Daniel's father.
And um, what kind of child was Daniel as he was growing up?
Daniel was an amazing child. He very caring, very loving. He was involved in sports. His teachers, his coaches always said he was a great person. At the end of practice, he was the last one off, carrying up all the equipment that always said at the time. In high school, he was even, I always give my kids a choice to play sports or not. At the end of the season, he says, "Dad, I can't play with these guys; they're too big, but I still want to be part of the team." So he started being a trainer and still trying to help the team since he couldn't play. So he did photography for them. He did as a trainer. I mean, he did everything possible to help the team. And growing up, I said, he's always been there for everybody and tried to help people out where he could.
And Judge, real quick, Prentice informed me that he hadn't been sworn in.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much. It's so crowded. I'm trying to move people as quickly as possible. Yes. Did you raise your right hand for me, please? Deputy Laura. Deputy Laura. Would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony again will be the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Daniel Zamarita.
All right, defense, you may continue.
What kind of how would you describe Daniel's work ethic?
Daniel's work ethic is great for me. He's worked for me. I have a couple of businesses, and I've hired him at times when he needed extra work. But even when growing up, he always left early. He was always on time. Always, did what was required of him, and then some. In the industry I was before, I mean, we would work in business, which is never on time, and if we worked 8 hours, and then hey, we got to stay an extra 4. He was there for it, but didn't have any problems with it. He's been a great worker.
And at the time of just prior to his arrest, where was he working at?
He was working at the airport. He was working with the luggage. Had been there a few months and was actually getting ready to get a promotion.
And then did he lose that job because of these charges?
Yes, he was arrested at work, and it's a federal job. So, once he was charged, he lost that job. So the next day, he started at the restaurant at half the pay, but he still needed to work and take care of his bills. Prior to COVID, we moved our church up to Bandera, so we had to rebuild the entire inside of the building, and he was there pretty much every day before work or after work, helping wherever he could. Not the greatest carpenter, but he was the best helper. He did everything possible to try to help. When church started again during COVID, we had 8 people or 10 people in the building, and he was one of them, helping with FaceTime and getting things on the internet for the church. So he, again, on time and staying for whatever needed.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to the judge about your son before she makes this decision?
Yes, I mean, you're gonna see my son. Well, you see him here. You see him as a man right now. When these things happened, he was a teenager. He didn't look like that. So my fear with everything is people see him now, and but he's admitted to doing it. I mean, even at then, he admitted it. He didn't try to hide from it. He was raised to say the truth.
And for the record, all this things that happened started when Daniel was a juvenile. Is that correct?
Correct.
He was age 15.
Correct.
when these things initially began to happen. I passed the witness judgment. I mean, for the things.
I have no questions.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, at this time, we'll call Pastor Isaac Ortiz.
Would you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hands, state your name for the record, and please spell it.
Isaac Ortiz, ISAAC, Ortiz, ORTIZ.
Right, defense.
And you're a pastor?
I am a pastor for 29 years, been a pastor.
Which church are you a pastor at?
Daniel and the family got involved when we were at Beacon Hill Baptist Church, then we transitioned to Infinity Church.
And how long have you been there at Infinity?
Infinity, I've been there for 29 years as a pastor.
And how long have you known Daniel?
Daniel, I met him in a car seat. He was about 1 month old.
And so you've known Daniel all
22 years.
entire life.
Yes, I have.
What kind of kid is Daniel?
Daniel, as a child, and even to this day, he's always been a respectful. He's been a very considerate, very caring individual, child, and always looking to help in Larry.
And has Daniel been actively involved in your show?
Definitely involved, as our dad already mentioned. We made a decision to transition and to Bandera Road in Gilboa, and took us about 3 months to get set up. I had very few people that were able to go, but his dad, his brother, and Daniel. We were there till 3 o'clock in the morning, building walls, putting carpet, putting chairs, getting ready for our new launch of our new church. And so he was one of the ones that was there after work, before work, and whenever he could get a chance to come and help in any way he could.
And did he sometimes serve as a deacon or helping to sit people at the
Oh,
church?
yes, yeah, he serves as an usher. Our church knows him as our Santa Claus because we didn't have a Santa Claus for a few years back. We went out to the neighborhood to give kids gifts, and our Santa Claus didn't show up. We had the outfit, and I guess we looked at Daniel. He says, "I'll go ahead and do it, Pastor." And so after that, everybody saw him as our Santa Claus for our neighborhood.
Have you been assisting him? Because this has been a very emotional thing for him. Is that fair to say?
It has been. It has.
And has he sought your solace as his pastor, trying to come to grips with what he's done?
Most definitely. As a matter of fact, after his father knew about what was happening, I was the first person that they called, and they asked to come and help the family deal with whatever was going to be happening. And I have spoken with Daniel privately. I have spoken with him about the situation, and he's aware and understands. And guilt and shame are always part of the process that defendants go through. But I've assured him that there's grace and mercy that maybe the court can also give, but I know that God grants to those that repent and that those that seek
And
his forgiveness.
do you believe that Daniel will continue to seek counseling and as he's coming to grips with what he's done? Do you believe that he's going to continue to do that after today with you? Do you believe that he's going to continue to communicate with you about this and trying to figure out how he can kind of redeem himself?
And I most definitely know that regardless of what the outcome is, we're going to stay in touch and we're going to help him, because with repentance comes restitution, comes redemption, comes restoration. And I've been trying to help him to get to that.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to the judge prior to her making her decision in this case?
I just ask Judge that in taking your decision, that we know that the wages of sin is death, that the gift of God is grace and mercy and eternal life and opportunity that he gives. So I would ask that you would consider that in taking this decision, and may God give you wisdom.
All right, thank you so much for coming, Pastor.
Um,
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, I'm going to you speak up. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record, please.
Veronica Samarripa.
Right, defense.
and how are you related to Daniel?
I'm Daniel's mom.
Okay. And how many children do you have?
I have 3.
What are their names and ages?
Daniel's my oldest, 22. Joseph is 20, and Bianca 16.
And what kind of kid was Daniel when he was young? Let's start in elementary school. What kind of kid was he?
Daniel was like he enjoyed school. Was always had a lot of friends, and happy, always willing to be involved.
Did Daniel have any challenges that he needed to overcome growing up?
No, Just reading.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
He had a little bit of difficult time reading, is that correct? And then has Daniel grew up to be a young man, has described his work ethic for the court.
Daniel has always, he started in SeaWorld at 16 and he's always looked for jobs. He's worked at the Dome, the airport. He now works for me at the restaurant. And he's always been responsible, always ready to, responsible as far as paying for his own bills. And he's always been willing to work.
And Daniel lost his job at the airport.
Yes, he did.
And was that hard on him?
It was. It was hard.
And did he like the job at the airport?
He did. Yes.
And then obviously he made more money at that time.
Yes, he did.
Can you tell the court, just in your own words, just is there anything that you want to say? I mean, obviously this is a huge decision for this judge. Has Daniel, let me ask you this, has Daniel showed remorse for what happened?
Yes. Him and I talk all the time and he has shown remorse. He's as a teenager, he understands he made mistakes. And he's sorry. He tells me, Mom, I just want to let you down, things like that. But he has shown remorse and he realizes that mistakes were made as a teenager.
And the initial part of this situation was a decision that he made at age 15. Is that correct?
Correct.
And then it did carry on past his 17th birthday. So that's why he's here in the adult court, correct?
That's what I understand.
And during the time that Daniel has been like under supervision, has he followed all the rules that he's been given and done everything that he's been asked to do?
Yes.
And is there anything that you want to say to the judge before she makes her decision today?
Judge, I ask for lenience and grace as everyone's asked. As an adult, he has goals and desires. And I just ask for you to find him.
One last question before I let you go. Is Daniel in a relationship with a young lady right now?
He has, he's been in a relationship for almost 2 years. And, he plans to marry this young lady and she has been very supportive. And
And what's her name?
her name is Andrea.
Andrea, can you stand up, please? That's all I have for this witness, Judge.
All right, thank you so much.
That's all I have as far as witnesses, Judge. I would just ask the court to take note. There's a large number of people that have come to support Daniel today. All of them wanted to testify, but obviously in the interest of time, we've closed down these few, but there's many people that are here for him and are hoping the best for him today.
All right, in the state, you're silent.
That's correct.
All right.
Can I make just a brief argument, Judge?
Yes.
Judge, I know this is a tough situation. This is a tragic situation, and it's very unfortunate that a young girl was harmed. And I think Daniel recognizes that she was harmed. There is some things that are unique about this case that I think is really important for the court to take into consideration. Is that this was a decision that was made by a 50-year-old boy. There was an ongoing situation. The girl was too young for him from day one. He's acknowledged that. He has spent. He was very honest. It did carry on past his, past his 17th birthday, but he did end the relationship shortly after that. And it's because he was underage when he made this decision. I think it is a different situation than a grown adult man entering into a relationship with a girl that's too young. I think it's, I'm not saying it makes it right, but I'm saying there's a big difference between a 15-year-old deciding to get into a relationship with a girl that's too young versus a 20 or 25.
What is the age of the girl that
She when the initial thing started, she was, I believe, 9 or 10 years old, and he was 15 years old. And then it continued basically till just after he turned 17.
Okay.
And I would just tell the court that when the police questioned him about this, he was honest with them. He admitted it. He's taken responsibility for this. I really believe that this is a person that realizes they made a mistake, that wants to be redeemed in society. I believe that if he's given an opportunity, he will take full advantage of that. I just note that his pretrial supervision officer said that he's followed every condition that he's been required to, and she believes that he's a good candidate for probation. And so we're just asking the court to show Mr. Zamaripa mercy. We want him to become, I believe he is a fine young man, but I think that he can be a fine older man. And I believe that prison will not aid him in doing that. I do believe that the counseling and the treatment and all the things that he would get in probation will help to ensure that he lives the rest of his life in an exemplary manner. And we're asking the court to give him that chance. In the event that the court doesn't decide that deferred adjudication is in the best interest of society, Mr. Zamaripa and the victim, then we'd ask the court to assess 4 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
All right. Mr. Zamaripa, I want to let you know that I've listened to all the witnesses who come to testify. I am taking into consideration your age. The state is asking for chapter 10 and they're silent. The court will deny your application, sentence you to a $1,500 fine, time and money to rank concurrent, give you credit for any time served. There's to be chapter 62 compliance, no contact with minors, and the court will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled trial court certification with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. 11749, State of Texas. Nice. State of Texas versus Jason Morales. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Michael Valeria for the state.
for the defense?
Sean Henderson for the defense.
And are you Jason Morales?
Yes, sir.
Defense, I'm showing you the acknowledgement of discovery. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Morales, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review it with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
The United States waiving venue count 2 and proceeding on the lesser included of count 1, the lesser included being assault upon the family member of
Any questions?
No, Judge.
Mr. Morales, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, violent, injuring family? As a Class A misdemeanor, the range of punishment is up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargaining agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargaining agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
I understand.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
I understand.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargaining agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargaining agreement in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Morales, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
Okay.
Has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargaining agreement?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargaining page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
According to the plea bargaining agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, family, household. Punishment is to be assessed at 29 days in the Bexar County Jail. There are no applications. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand with the affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? Did you understand that to be the entirety of the plea bargaining agreement? Defenses of the plea bargaining agreement.
Yes, Judge. I guess I just wanted to make sure that I guess there's also an understanding that the judgment is satisfied based off of my client's.
We'll get to that. But did you understand that to be the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Judge.
State, is that the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, completely.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state offer state exhibit number 1. Attachments.
No objection, Judge.
Mr. Morales, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand, again, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand? After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments and taking states exhibits 1 and attachments into evidence, court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will find you guilty of assault, bodily injury, family, household. Counsel, are you waiving PSI?
Yes, Judge.
Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just ask that you follow the agreement and give my client the time that he served and find the judgment satisfied.
All right, the court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 29 days in the Bear County Jail. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Give you credit for anything third. The court will show that the judgment is satisfied. Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because there is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Ms. Morales, here's the thing. Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you have children with Sylvia?
Oh, no, that's my mother.
Hmm?
That's my mother.
All right, so that makes it even worse. Here's the thing. Your mother works hard. Your mother brought you into this world. Was she a good mother?
Yes, sir.
All right, when you come into the house and she asks you to wash dishes, the least you can do is wash dishes. Don't talk back to your parents. I don't care how old you get, you need to show respect. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
This courtroom case starts with an emotional plea for mercy, as the defense argues that Daniel Zamaripa is a young man who made a serious mistake as a teenager but has since shown growth, responsibility, and remorse. Multiple witnesses, including his employer, father, pastor, and mother, all describe him as hardworking, respectful, and deeply involved in his family and church. They highlight how he held steady jobs, supported himself, and remained committed to improving his life even after losing a better job due to the charges. His pastor emphasizes repentance and redemption, while his family insists he has taken full responsibility and deserves a second chance through probation instead of prison. However, the case takes a serious turn when the details of the offense are discussed. The relationship began when Daniel was 15, involving a much younger girl, and continued for years. While the defense stresses his age and honesty with authorities, the severity of the crime weighs heavily. In the end, the judge acknowledges his background, support system, and remorse, but ultimately denies probation. Daniel is sentenced to 8 years in prison, along with fines and strict restrictions. This case is a powerful reminder that while personal growth matters, serious actions can carry lasting consequences, and not every plea for mercy changes the outcome.